the major problem that we have is that we are our own enemy. Because, Mr. President, you will recall, indeed, it was what you hammered on when the budget was presented in your speech, and I think the Honorable Speaker too. And it is this huge loss of revenue. Mr. President, in a budget of about 2021, let me even round it up to 20.5 trillion, that will have a huge deficit of slightly more than half. Then there's a problem. And I think the issue that we are having, it is not even in all of this that we are talking about that, yes, I know that we should find a way to reduce our expenditures. But the one that we should dwell on is to see the possibility of increasing our revenue. So when you have this huge loss of revenue, look at what is happening. Brazen storing of crude. Imagine what will have been generating. And this has been happening for years. We have been told 9 years, and I want to believe it's even more than that. Look at the quantum of money that we lose on a daily basis. Imagine, Mr. President, if we have all this money to spend, why will we be running around and saying we have this huge deficit?
In 2023, which is what we are about to consider, and here before us, you can see that the recurrent expenditure is now standing at 8.23 or 27 trillion. And as I said, Mr. President, that is where the problem is. What we concentrate on is the capital side, and to make sure that the I's are dotted, and the T's are crossed. But the question now is, what is recurrent expenditure? What is overhead? These costs are supposed to be tied to activities. When there is no activity and the cost is going up, there is cost not only to even look at these things, but to even investigate. Why is our recurrent cost increasing? In these days of advanced technology, where most of the work is done on computer and then especially during, as I said, during the COVID, when people are not traveling, people are not going to office, diesels or whatever, a generator or whatever is not working. And in about 1 year or two, workers from level 12 downward were asked to work from home. So now, why should this cost be increasing?